Welcome back to Two Friends Diet. I'm Robin.
And I'm Heather.
And today Heather made us dinner.
Ta-da!
We are having taco soup.
It is low carb taco soup. You can find it on Pinterest. Hi, welcome to Two Friends Diet. I'm Heather and Robin's holding the camera because she wants fed. So I'm cooking for her. And this is a low carb taco soup. And it is actually something my husband enjoys. So you know it has to be good. And it is like one of our go-to soups. My hands are gonna smell horrible. Wash them with lemon juice. Anyways, so I am starting with, there is meat cooking. Ignore my messy kitchen. And I am cutting up some onion to add to it. It does call for fresh garlic, but I forgot it. But it's okay, it's good without the garlic. I have some garlic powder that I might cheat with, but I really don't know if that's considered low carb or not.
That would be fine.
That would be fine, so we're gonna put a little garlic powder in there. I'm not using a high amount of onion. I don't know, I have to look at the recipe, sorry Robs. This is one whole onion. I'm not putting a whole onion in because I guess I could, these are kind of small onions, but sometimes it messes with your breath. And B, onions are actually quite high in carbs, aren't they? Am I right
They
when
are
I say
higher
that?
in carb, yes.
Yeah. So, but this is it's a really good soup. Now, my husband, because he's not really like a low carber, he just eats what I feed him, uses tortilla chips to like dip in it. So like, you know how you put like saltines or whatever in chili? He uses like a corn chip or whatever to scoop it, as well as our 4-year-old does as well. So she super loves that, and he super loves that. I love it when I'm being bad. I might give myself like a couple chips, like I snuck a chip or two, you know, but it is really good. So if you have a family member in your house that isn't, that's kind of potent. If you have a family member in your house that isn't necessarily the biggest low carber, they can kind of add a little something to it for them. It's a very cost-friendly recipe. It calls for, hold on and I'll tell you. A pound of ground beef or turkey, onion, garlic, cumin, chili powder, cream cheese, Rotel, beef broth, and heavy cream. So I cheat with beef broth. I use bouillon cubes. So much cheaper. Because you can get more bang for your buck. The water is essentially free. So check with my recipe because I'm not really good about that. And after the meat gets browned, and you add in your onion, then you add in your seasoning. So it's a tablespoon of cumin, which if you're not familiar with cumin, it's like taco seasoning. It's fantastic. So it's a tablespoon of cumin and a teaspoon of chili powder. And you add that to the browning meat with the onions already in there sauteing. And then after you do that, and you kind of let the seasoning set in a little bit, you're gonna drain the meat. Now, I use beef. I am starting to switch us over to, we combine a half a pound of ground beef and a half a pound of ground turkey, and I put it in like my little foil wraps in the fridge. So this is actually like half ground beef and half ground turkey because I can't do straight up ground turkey. Robin does. I can't, it's too dry for me. So I do half ground beef, half ground turkey, just so that it's a little fattier, but yet leaner than the alternative. This is straight up beef. It's what's for dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have drained the beef, and now you chop up 1 block of cream cheese, and you add it to your beef and seasoning and onion mixture. Kind of gummy, but it's okay because it does thin out. And I have my beef bouillon going here to make my beef broth, and then you have to add, I think it's a half a cup, let me tell you, a half a cup of heavy cream to this mixture. Now, because I am me, I add shredded cheese because I'm going to add shredded cheese at the table, so I just add it to the whole thing so I don't have to do it later. And it's like low carb, so it's fine. And so what we're gonna do is we're going to add this goodness to this goodness and 2 cans of Rotel. I'm gonna grab the Rotel. So I'm a ruler shopper, like 69 cents a can. So, I mean, I think this was like $1.50. I mean, the cream cheese was what, 89 cents. It's a very cost-friendly meal, and it makes a quite big helping, I guess you could say, or whatnot. I've been eating on it for days. 4 days. With no complaints, actually. I think my biggest complaint got to be that my little one started eating it a lot more and there's less for me. So then you add, turn your burner off, you add this and you stir. Now the beef is drained, but obviously when you add the cream cheese, you do have this like grease look. Sorry, that doesn't go away. Like it just is what it is.
It's low carb.
Yeah, like low carb, high fat. And then, like I said, this is about a cup of cheese or so. Pour that in there. It's delicious. I just touched the side of that pan with my thumb and it's pretty hot. But like, just like chili or something, like a lot of people add cheese at the table. This way you can just sit down and eat. So not all of my cream cheese is melted all the way. That's my bad. So then you just kind of let this simmer so that the heavy cream and the beef broth is warm, which obviously the beef broth is already warm because the meat's already warm. You let it simmer and then you serve. If you can see this close enough, you can kind of see that it looks like greasy. Yeah, it just does. But that's how the picture looks on Pinterest too. And it's really delicious. Look, it's really hot though. Don't burn your mouth. I already know it's delicious. But we're gonna get Robin's opinion. Oh, really hot.
Mmm. Okay, that's amazing. That's good.
I told you, it is so good. And like I had said when I was cooking it, my husband likes to dip like tortilla shells in our little, not tortilla shells, like corn chips. And our 4-year-old like dip corn chips in it, kind of like you would with chili. But it's very good. I probably put more beef broth in it than it calls for, just to kind of thin it out. I don't know. I guess I just like it that way. Or I just don't really know how to read a recipe. But it didn't mess with the flavor at all. And now we're gonna eat.
I love it. So, if you like our videos and you think this looks delicious, comment below and let Heather know.
Make sure you like
and subscribe.